Suppose you are in a hotel room in Beijing. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. You're sweating. You're dizzy. Your stomach feels like it is being twisted in knots. You know with absolute certainty that you need a doctor. You need help. You stumble to the phone on the bedside table. You pick it up, and then you freeze. Who do you call? In the US, you dial 911. In the UK, 999. But you are in China. Do you know the number? If you dial 911 here, nobody is coming. Okay, let's say you manage to get downstairs to the lobby. The night porter is half asleep. He doesn't speak English. You are pointing at your stomach. You are groaning, but he just looks confused. He thinks maybe you are drunk. He thinks maybe you are crazy. The panic starts to set in, not because you are sick, but because you are isolated. You are trapped behind a language barrier in the moment where you are most vulnerable. Open your eyes. This is not a scare tactic. This is reality. We spend so much time learning how to order coffee, how to ask for directions, how to bargain for souvenirs, but we forget the single most important category of vocabulary: survival. If you cannot say, "I am in pain," "I need a doctor," or "take me to the hospital," you are taking a massive gamble with your safety. Today, in Lesson 15, we are cashing in that insurance policy. I am going to teach you the specific high-leverage phrases you need to navigate a medical emergency in Mandarin Chinese. We are going to cover how to describe your symptoms, the difference between a pharmacy and a hospital, the cultural quirks of Chinese medicine, and the one phone number you need to burn into your memory right now. This is the lesson I hope you never have to use. But if you do need it, this video will be the most valuable 15 minutes of your life. Let's start with the condition itself. When you are feeling terrible, you don't just walk up to someone and scream "hospital." You need to communicate the severity. There is a scale of sickness in Chinese, and using the wrong word can lead to the wrong result. Level 1 is general discomfort. The phrase is 我不舒服. Let's break that down. 舒服 means comfortable. It sounds like sofa, right? Soft, comfortable. 舒服. 不 means no. 我不舒服. I am not comfortable. You use this for everything. Jet lag, a mild headache, you ate too much. Maybe you just want to leave a party early and you need a polite excuse. 对不起，我不舒服. It's vague. It alerts people that something is wrong, but it's not an emergency. It's the yellow light. Level 2 is actual illness. The phrase is 我生病了. Sheng means to give birth to or to grow. Bing means disease or sickness. Le indicates a change of state. Literally, I have grown a sickness. 我生病了. This is the red light. This means you are not going to work today. This means you might need medicine. If you say this to a Chinese friend, they will immediately ask if you need to go to the hospital. So, you have established that you are sick. Now comes the diagnostic part. You need to tell the doctor where it hurts. In English, we have many words for pain: ache, throb, sting, sore, hurt. In Chinese, you only really need one magic word: teng. It's a rising second tone. Teng. It sounds like tongue, but lift your voice up. Teng. If you know your body parts, you simply point to the location and add teng. Let's build your anatomy map, starting from the top. Head, tou, rising tone. Headache, tou teng. This is very common. You walk into a pharmacy, point to your head, say tou teng, and they give you aspirin. Eyes, 眼睛, eye pain, 眼睛疼.
Teeth, ya. Toothache, ya teng. There is an old Chinese saying, tooth pain is not a disease, but it hurts enough to kill you. If you have a dental emergency, you need this word, ya. Throat, 嗓子. This is a low tone, 嗓子. Sore throat, 嗓子疼. Usually, if you have a cold, you have a 嗓子疼. Now let's move down to the big one, the one that gets most travelers, the stomach, belly, Dùzi. Falling tone on the du, Dùzi. Stomachache, 肚子疼. If you eat some street food that has been sitting out too long in the humid Shanghai summer, you are going to become very familiar with the phrase 我肚子疼. Let's go lower. Hand, 手, leg, 腿, foot, 脚. So, the formula is simple. Body part plus tongue. 我头疼, my head hurts. 我肚子疼, my stomach hurts. 我腿疼, my leg hurts. But pain isn't the only symptom, is it? Sometimes you don't hurt, but you are burning up. You need to know the word for fever. Fāshāo. Fā means to emit or send out. Shāo means to burn. Emit burning. 我发烧了, I have a fever. If you walk into a clinic and say Fāshāo, they will immediately check your temperature. This is a trigger word for doctors. And then there is the symptom that often comes with Dùzi tongue, the one nobody wants to talk about, but we're adults here and this is survival. Diarrhea. You need to know how to say this because you might need specific medicine. The phrase is la Dùzi. La means to pull. Dùzi is stomach. You're pulling your stomach. It sounds funny, but it is the standard medical way to say it. 我拉肚子. If you go to a pharmacy and whisper 我拉肚子, they will give you the strong stuff. Now that you can describe the problem, where do you go? This is where cultural context is critical. In the West, if you have a cold or a flu, you might go to a general practitioner or a family doctor. In China, the system is different. Family clinics are rare. Most people go straight to the hospital for everything. Even for a bad cold, people go to the hospital. But for minor things, Band-Aids, aspirin, cold medicine, you want a pharmacy. The word for pharmacy is Yàodiàn. Yào means medicine. Dian means shop. Yàodiàn. You'll see these everywhere. They usually have a green cross. If you need to find one, you ask a local, 在哪里有药店? Or simply, 药店在哪里? But if it's serious, if you are Fāshāo or Dùzi tongue is severe, do not go to a pharmacy. They cannot treat you. You need a hospital. The word is Yīyuàn. Yi implies medical. Yuan implies a courtyard or institution. Yīyuàn. Here's a cultural note. Chinese hospitals are very efficient, but they are very crowded. You don't just walk in and see a doctor. You have to 挂号. 挂号literally means to hang a number. It means to register. You walk into the lobby, you go to the counter, and you say, 我要挂号. I want to register. They will ask you for your passport. Always carry your passport if you are going to the hospital. Another cultural shock you need to prepare for, the IV drip. In the West, we usually only get an IV drip if we are dehydrated or having surgery. In China, 挂水, hanging water, is extremely common. If you have a fever, a cold, or food poisoning, the doctor will almost certainly prescribe an IV with antibiotics or saline. Do not be alarmed if you see a room full of 50 people sitting in chairs with tubes in their arms. This is normal. It's just the standard way of delivering medicine fast. Okay, let's talk about the absolute worst-case scenario, the emergency. You're on the street, someone collapses, or you're in a taxi and you feel like you're passing out. You cannot use the phrase 我不舒服 anymore. That is too weak. You need to take command. You need to say 送我去医院. 送 means to deliver or send. 我 is me. 去 is go. 医院 is hospital. send me to the hospital. 送我去医院. Scream this at a taxi driver. Scream this at a police officer. Scream this at a stranger. It is an imperative command. It tells them, this is not a drill. Take me now. And if you can't find a taxi, if you're alone in your room like in our visualization at the start, you need the number. Forget 911, forget 999. In China, the medical emergency number is 120. Yīyuàn. Sometimes people say Yao for one, so Yàodiàn, but E is perfectly understood. 120. Write this down. Put it in your phone contacts under emergency. If you call 110, that's the police. If you call 119, that's the fire department. If you need an ambulance, it is 120.
When they answer, they might not speak English. This is where your training kicks in. You say, 我在, location, I am at. 我生病了, I am sick. 救命. 救命 is the dramatic phrase for save life or help. If you scream 救命 into the phone, they will trace the call. Let's role-play a typical non-life-threatening interaction, because this is what you will actually encounter. Imagine you are at the Yīyuàn hospital. You have successfully 挂号, registered. You are sitting in front of the doctor. The doctor looks at you and asks, 你哪里不舒服? Where are you uncomfortable? You point to your stomach. You, 医生,我肚子疼. Doctor, my stomach hurts. Doctor, 拉肚子吗? Do you have diarrhea? You, 对,拉肚子. Yes, diarrhea. Doctor, 发烧吗? Do you have a fever? You, 没有发烧. I don't have a fever. Doctor, 好,吃这个药. Okay, eat this medicine. 药 is medicine. 吃 means eat. In Chinese, we don't take medicine, we eat medicine. 吃药. Then he gives you a prescription. You go to the pharmacy counter, pay, and you leave. You survived. And I guarantee you the doctor will give you one final piece of advice as you leave. It is the most famous phrase in all of China. It is the cure for cancer, broken legs, and broken hearts. 多喝热水. 多, more. 喝, drink. 热水, hot water. Drink more hot water. It is a meme, but it is also a religion in China. If you are sick, drink hot water. If you are tired, drink hot water. Cold water is considered bad for the qi when you are sick, so just say 好的, okay, and drink the water. There is one more word I want you to learn, just in case. Allergy. 过敏. 过 means to pass or cross. 敏 means sensitive, overly sensitive. If you are allergic to peanuts, this is life or death. 我对花生过敏. I am allergic to peanuts. 我对海鲜过敏. I am allergic to seafood. If you have a serious allergy, I want you to go to Google Translate right now, type in your allergy, and take a screenshot of the Chinese characters. Save it as your phone wallpaper. Show it to every waiter. 我过敏. Let's review the protocol one last time. If you feel a little bad, 我不舒服. If you are actually sick, 我生病了. If you are in pain, body part plus teng, 头疼, 肚子疼. If you need a shop for pills, 药店. If you need a doctor, 医院. If you are dying, call 120 or scream 送我去医院. Learning a language is usually about connection. It's about making friends, understanding culture, doing business. But at its core, language is a tool for survival. When you are sick in a foreign country, you feel like a child. You feel helpless. You lose your agency. By mastering these 15 phrases, you regain your agency. You regain your power. You turn a terrifying situation into a manageable problem. I want you to do me a favor. Tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to open the Notes app on your phone. Type in the number 120. Type in the phrase 我住在, I live at, and put your hotel address or your apartment address in Chinese characters. Type in your emergency contact. Do it now when you are healthy so you don't have to panic when you are sick.
In the next lesson, we are going to leave the hospital. We are getting back to the fun stuff. You are healthy, you are fed, you have shopped. Now you need a social life. You are tired of talking to taxi drivers and waiters. You want to make real friends. Lesson 16 is all about hobbies, interests, and making friends. I'm going to teach you how to ask, what do you like to do? And how to answer with things like, I like travel, I like movies, or I like playing basketball. This is how you move from tourist to friend. But for today, stay safe, look after your health, and remember to drink more hot water. 多喝热水. I will see you in the next lesson. 再见.